All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to the Akim pushing this truth in sincerity by rawchaa, qadash. All right, this video is going to be entitled "Be Ye Holy, for I, Yahawah, your power, am holy." Okay, and we have to be holy, man. Okay, we have to be set apart from the world. We have to be dedicated to the ministry, okay, to serving one another, and ultimately serving Yahawah, Yahawashi, by compelling his house to be filled, okay, by giving back this truth that was once given to us, okay. So, because it's easy to slide back into old ways and old thoughts, old habits, but nonetheless, you have to fight those things, So that's what this video is going to be on. I want to start in the book of 1 Peter 1 and 15. It says, 14, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance. Right? So you have to do the will of the Heavenly Father, not your own will. Okay? It says, as obedient children.
Strong's G 5218. Upaka A.
It says
Upaka A.
Obedience, compliance. You have to comply. Submission, obedience rendered to anyone's counsels, and obedience shown in observing the requirements of Christianity, right? You have to be in compliance with what? The laws, judgments, statutes, and commandments, obeying the will of the Heavenly Father, not your, your will, okay? That would be a disobedient child, okay? We are sons of the Most High, not fashioning yourselves, okay, according to the former lusts in your ignorance, right? You can't be doing what you used to do in your ignorance, okay? Because we were ignorant before we came to this truth. We were ignorant to what was righteous, We were ignorant to how to eat, We didn't even know who the real power was, the real God was, Yahawah, Yahawashi. We were, believing in false idols, idolatry, believing in Jesus Christ. All right? Not fashioning yourselves.
Strong's G 4964. Suschematizo.
To conform one's mind and character to another's pattern. Right? Don't conform your mind and character to another. Fashions oneself according to. Right, to shape one thing like another and describe. Right, you're not supposed to, shape your mind into what you used to do. You're not supposed to go back to what you used to do. Okay? Conform to the same pattern. You're not supposed to conform to the same pattern of folly and madness and sink back into your old ways. Okay? Let me do this. Let's get this word right here. Conform, real quick. Conform. It says conform, to be obedient to God, comply. You see? To agree, make, or to be similar, to be agreeable, and directly from Latin, conforma, to fashion, to form, to shape, educate, modify. Right? You're supposed to be obedient to the Most High, man. Comply. Okay? No, don't shape or modify these ways that you've been given to what you used to do, which was in ignorance. The former lusts, the former desires that you had. As obedient children, not fashioning, all right, not shaping yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance, right? Don't shape your character and your mind to your former lusts in your ignorance, man. Be obedient. That requires discipline. Lusts, the former lusts.
Strong's G 1939. Epithumia.
Desire, craving, longing, desire for what is forbidden, lust. And there's many things that are forbidden in this truth, in this knowledge. Once you come into this knowledge, you cannot go back to what you were doing, because that's a forbidden lust, and you're supposed to fight those cravings of those things you used to do. You know what? Let me get this real quick. This is Ephesians 2:2. Where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world. Okay? Yeah, you're all, trendy, the course of this world, the ways of this life, what everybody else did. You followed a multitude to do evil, you know, trying to be a rap star. Everybody wanted to be a rap star. Everybody wanted to be a thug or a skater or a stoner. In high school you had all these little subgroups and characteristics that people would follow. Course.
Strong's G 165. I own.
Right. It says forever, an unbroken age, perpetuity of time, eternity, the world's universe, period of time, age. Where in time past, right, before you came into this truth, you walked according to the course of this world, right, to the times of this world. Little, you were just following, all what everyone else did, according to the prince of the power of the air. Okay, and Satan is the ruler of this world, man. Okay, the satanic influence, is great in this life. The world is polluted, it's demonic. So you don't want to go back into the world because it'll destroy you. This is the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, you see? Okay, because the children of disobedience want to be trendy and want to be, like everyone else. They don't want to fight to be by themselves. They don't want to be separate and holy. They want to be like everyone else. Okay, and they want to be friends of the world. Okay, you can't walk according to the ways of the world. Okay, because that spirit is the spirit of Satan, and that works in the children of disobedience. Because they do what everyone else does to fit in. Everyone celebrates Christmas. Everyone celebrates, their birthdays. Everyone, just does what everyone else does just to fit in, so they don't seem like they're going against the grain. But you have to, in this truth, you do go against the grain. You do go against the worldly ways. It says, among whom also we had all our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh. Right? Our conversation, our behaviors, man. To conduct oneself, behave oneself, lived. Right? We lived according to what our fleshly desires, whether it was, drinking, whether it was committing adultery, whether it was being, a brawler, wrathful, envy, hating, doing drugs, you know, that's how people conduct themselves. People conduct themselves, you know, their behavior is according to the lust of their flesh. Okay, and we all had our behavior like that in the past, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind. Right, evil thinking. You had spirits on you. Different ways of different things we believed in. Fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. Right, you had that doggy dog spirit. You know what I'm saying? If Jake get over on me, I'm gonna get over on him. An eye for an eye. You had that. Being wrathful. You get your leg back. All right. It says, among whom also we had all our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind. Okay, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. Right. Naturally, we were wrathful, man. Naturally, we would try to fight. Let's look it up. Okay, this is the former behavior that we had when we're supposed to be holy now.
Strong's G 4561. Sarx.
Right here it says the flesh denotes mere human nature, mere human nature. Okay, what what you believe your heart, what your heart thinks, what your heart. This is my heart tells me this. That's a famous saying. All right, as opposed to what the earthly nature of man, apart from divine influence. As opposed to the divine influence, therefore prone to sin and opposed to the Most High. All right, when you're carnal, when you're doing things according to your flesh and of your own mind, you're prone to sin and opposed to the Most High. That's how everyone else thinks, how the world thinks. We're not supposed to be like that. Okay, let's get this. This is Ephesians 4:22. It says that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man. Okay, and we all had our in our past times. We all walked like that. All right, conversation.
Strong's G 391. Anastrafe. Anastrafe.
Manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment. Okay, that you put off concerning the old behavior, the old manner of life, concerning the old man. Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, right? And what you thought in your mind and what you believed in your heart, that was all deceitful, man. And it says, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, that you put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Okay? So you're supposed to put on the new man. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to be a new creature in Yahawashi. Not doing the same things. You can't bring the same things into the truth. This is something that I've been pondering on, man. If you want to grow, if you want to be a better Israelite, a better servant, a servant of Yahawashi, you need to understand, what to do, how to be better, and pray. Be spiritual, man, not carnal, according to the deceitful lusts, But as he which has called you is holy, is 1 Peter 1:14. Let me run it back. 14. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts of your ignorance. Okay? Now don't go back to the former lusts in your ignorance when we didn't know any better. But the Spirit has now been poured upon us. But as he which has called you is holy, right? We've been called, man. We don't know if we've been chosen. You don't want to bug out. You don't want to fall out. Because you're still an Israelite. And these devils are still coming after you. So you might as well be with the winning team.
Strong's G 2564. Kaleo. Kaleo.
It says, look, to call aloud, utter in a loud voice, to invite. We've been invited. We've been called. To call, to name by name, right? The sheep says, the shepherd, my sheep hear my voice and I know them. The Lord calls them by name. All right? The Lord knows his, man. But as he which hath called you, invited you, is holy, so ye be holy in all manner of conversation. Okay? All manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment. Okay? Your behavior, your manner of life, the things you do. How you conduct your life has to be holy. Because that is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. Okay? We have to be holy. Okay, and that's reference to Leviticus 20:7. It says, sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be ye holy, for I am Yahawah, your power. So if Yahawah is holy, we have to be holy, man. Okay, our manner of life has to be holy. That's that word qadash.
Strong's H 6942. Qadash.
To consecrate, sanctify,
Qadash.
prepare, dedicate.
Second entry.
Salakia.
Kadesh. Kadesh.
To consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate, be hallowed, be holy, be sanctified, be separate, to be set apart from the world, be consecrated. That means to be dedicated, to be hallowed, to be consecrated, to show oneself sacred or majestic, to be honored, to be treated as sacred, to be holy, to set apart as sacred, consecrate, dedicate, to observe as holy, keep sacred. Okay. You see that? Yeah, man. I was just thinking about this. To be pure, clean. Use the physical purity and cleanliness. hence to be holy, sacred. Used of a man who devotes himself to any god and therefore accounts himself more holy than the common people. Wow, you see? I am holy unto thee. Used of those who are consecrated by touching sacred things. It says to shew oneself holy in anything, either by bestowing favors. To regard anyone as holy as God. You see? Yeah, man. We have to be holy, man, as Yahawah is holy. If Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi is holy, we have to be holy, man. Not according to the ways that we used to be. All right? And that's something to think about. Gauge your actions in the world and gauge your actions in the truth. And if they're still the same, then you have a lot of work to do, you know? And it's something that I've been thinking about, you know? The manner of life, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you dress, what you eat, you know, everything about you, man. It has to change, man. The scriptures tell you, man, roughly paraphrasing, to abstain for all appearance of evil. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this out, man. Just a little reminder for myself, first and foremost, and to Akia, man, that we need to be holy like our power is holy. Yahawah, Yahawashi. Okay, Shalom.